Hello and welcome to another video. In this one we're going to do a sort of tutorial. We're going to build a clone of Wordle, but in Python using curses, which is a terminal UI library thing. And I've actually written some stuff on curses before, or recorded some stuff on curses before, so I will link those in the description. But anyway, let's jump into it. Okay, I am not going to lie, I have not played Wordle myself, so we're going to look up the rules and learn from that. From what I understand, you guess words, and if the letter matches, it's green. If it doesn't match, or if it matches but it's in the wrong place, it's yellow. There's probably something with duplicate letters, but I don't know too much beyond that. So let's see. 5-letter words. Okay, so 5-letter words, and it said 6 guesses, I think. Oh, I bet we can get words from dictionaries. So on Linux systems, in user share, I think it's user share dict. Yes, American English. So we can grab words from there. We can probably just use grep to do that. A to Z 5 characters. Match the whole word. We'll need edit extra extended mode for the bracket 5. Yeah, that seems good. Oh, except we have some non-ASCII characters. I think we can do lang equals C to get rid of those. Yeah, okay, cool. So we have our word list. Let's also shuffle it and get our word list. Cool. So now we can, gnats or hived or cagey or whatever other words that we want to get out of there. We have a word list. We'll use that to build our program in a bit. Okay, 5-letter words, 6 guesses. Each letter is marked as either green, yellow, or gray. Green indicates the letter is correct. Okay, cool, that's easy. Yellow means it's in the answer, but not in the right position. Okay, that's what I also thought. Multiple instances of the same letter in a guess, such as the O in robots, will be colored green or yellow only if the letter also appears multiple times in the answer. Okay. Otherwise, excess repeating letters will be colored gray. So the first O, like if you had O in the wrong spot, and there were only one O in the output, but you had 2 of them, I guess you would color the first one gray, the first one yellow, but the second one gray. That helps you know how many things there are. Okay, so green for correct guess, yellow for correct but wrong position, and then repeats aren't additionally yellowed. If that's a verb, so I'll say this. I think there's also a thing where the word has to be in the word list. It's something about hard mode. What was hard mode here? Oh, it has to be in the next guess. Okay, well, we'll skip hard mode. We're just gonna make, a basic clone of this and go from there. Okay, and I think the words have to be inside the word list as well, so we'll have to open that up as well. All right, let's start with our basic program structure here. We are going to make a main function. And we're going to use curses. And curses, you usually make a C main, which is going to have standard screen in it. Curses window, I believe, is the type. We're going to do this. And this will be our basic thing here. Curses.wrapper C main. And we did this previously in another video, so let me just pull that up so we can get our kind of skeleton here. Anthony writes code explains. Oh, right. We are in a directory called explain, so of course we can't get that. Import curses. So, whoa, it was way back in episode 28. That was a really long time ago. Okay, but this is going to be our basic thing here. Oh, it's like we quoted that here. Oh, but we have from future import annotations. So we're in Python 3.8, so we have new enough things here. Okay, yeah, but this looks basically the same as what we had here. And so what we're going to do here is similar to that. We are going to also open up our word list here with open word list, and we're going to get our word list. We're gonna make it a set. Sure. Set f.read.splitlines. That'll just have all of our words available. and then we will do our actual game. And typically what I do is have a loop. That's going to be our render loop. We're also going to pick a random word from this word list. For debugging this, we're going to just print the word out on the screen so that we can cheat a little bit. Let's say word equals, actually, let's make this just a list. Yeah, and then we can use random.choice. Random.choice. Is that how this works? Yeah. Input random, word equals random.choice word list. And we're going to start with our render loop. So step 1 is going to be render everything. And then step 2 is going to be input character. We could also do the rendering first and then do it in a different way. But this pattern I usually find works well for cursors. Okay, cool. So let's write our text onto the screen. So let's just do standard scr dot add stir00 word, and that'll render our word. And we're also just going to retrieve a character down here. If char is equal to q, then return 0 or something like that. That should get us a basic playable thing working. Word list, world list, I can spell. Okay, the word that we got was moral, lemur, coifs. Okay, we can get a whole bunch of random words from that. Cool. So now we need to implement our guessing model. And I think the way that I want this to work is that you like maybe input characters one character at a time. So like this might be the word that you enter. And then, you know, when you get to a word, it either says like not in word list, or it says press enter to confirm or something like that. And that would be how we do our guess. And like maybe input guess, and then does this, and then, you know, once you've inputted your guess, it'll have your previous guesses up here and it'll color them. I think that's how we'll do this. And if we ever guess the word exactly, it will kind of it'll tell us our answer there. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Okay, so we need to keep track of our guesses and our current guess. So past guesses will be a list, and our current word will be an empty string. And so what we'll want to do is we'll want to render all of our past guesses, and then we'll want to render our current word, or our current guessed thing. And if we're at 6 guesses, we know we're done. Or if we've guessed the word, we know we're done as well. Okay, so let's render the past guesses first, and let's just put a word in here. Hello. And we'll kind of get the rendering part working, and then we'll get the input part working, because I think the input's going to be more difficult. Okay, so for past guess in past guesses, let's just say line equals 1, and this is debug. Don't ship, because it gives away the answer. For past guess and past guess, we're going to write a line out and color the things. Let's see. We can do standard scr.addStir. Let's see, 0. Well, the Y position will be line, and then X position will be 0. And we're going to actually put spaces in between all of the letters there. So let's do space.join past guess. And let's see what that gives us so far. Oops. Okay, that looks kind of good. And then we'll do line plus equals 2. So then if we had 2 words in here, we can print our guesses out like that. Let's actually offset them by a character. I think it's going to look better. Yeah. Now we need to do the coloring part. Coloring part's going to be kind of tricky, so we should probably make a little function for that. Color word. Let's see, S1, which will be a string, and S2, which will be a string. And we basically want to return positions that we need to color things, I think. And we can use curses dot color green and curses dot color yellow. Yeah, I did a video on coloring. Let's see if we can grab the sample code from that. Curses dot color. We need to initialize color pairs if I remember correctly. Init pair. Yeah, okay, so we can initialize a color pair with foreground and background. So I think we're gonna do we need yellow and we need blue or green. That's all we really need, right? Curses.init pair 1, curses.color green, curses dot their color black. What do we have here? Black, yeah. We'll see what this looks like. I actually kind of want the background to be that, so let's do this instead. Color black. And let's draw with that just to see what it looks like. How did we do with that? Let's see what Babby does here. Babby highlighter syntax. Standard square dot background. Oh, that's for the other part. That's for initializing the screen. Where's the part where it actually colors stuff? Because I kind of wanted to color after the fact. We paint over instead of doing it. Inster. Change attribute. This is it. This is what we want. So we'll be using that to color stuff. So let's actually just say that we got back. Let's see, green pair equals 1, yellow pair equals 2. That way we'll be able to reuse those. So pair. So let's say that we returned back green pair at 0 and yellow pair at 2. So let's say that the first character was green and the second character was yellow. We'll actually fill out the implementation of this function in a second, but I just want to do this just to show that we can do colors. Okay, to color equals color word past. Actually, should probably be the answer. So word and past guess. So let's actually change S1 to word and S2 to guess. And then we can do for pair and position into color. And actually, we'll just inline the function call here since that seems easy enough to do. We want to change the attribute. So this is y, x, and length, and the attribute, which I think we can get from curses.colorPair. So let's do standard screen dot change attribute, and we are going to be on the line we're at for y. For x, it's going to be 1 plus 2 times the position, I think, because we start with an offset of 1 and we write 2 characters at a time, and we're going to have a length of 1. And curses.colorPair pair should hopefully color that. Let's see what it does. Cool. Well, that seems to have kind of worked. So you can see we colored the first and third character there, and if we were to offset it differently, we can color something else. Cool. Okay, that works great. So we kind of have the coloring, we have the previous guess rendering. We need to implement the logic for matching the correct characters. And then we need to do the input logic. And then we basically are done. Okay. All right, let's do the color logic first. So let's get the ones that are correct. I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do. So we can do for C1, C2 in zip word guess. This is going to give us each pairwise character from the word. And we can check if they're equal. If C1 is equal to C2, we also want a set of the word because we want to discard the characters so we don't double count them. Yeah. If they're equal, then we can do ret.append. We also need the position. We're going to do enumerate zip. So this will give us the index of the character and the two characters from each of the two strings. And so we want to append green pair and I if we match those. Oh, I forgot the type here. This is going to be list tuple int. That'll append green pair. We also want to discard it from this letters set. Oh, actually, it's not a set. It is a list because we want duplicates. List dot or letters dot remove. Oh, we also want to not count the positions too. Ooh, this is a tricky problem. Letters dot remove C1. Maybe we don't do it like this. Maybe. Oh. Yeah, how is this gonna work? So we want to not double count stuff. We can kind of do elif C2 in letters. Ret.append yellow pair I. I think this will work actually. Yeah, let's try this, see what it does. Return letters. So this will be our actual coloring of the word. We'll be able to run a few examples here. Not enough values to unpack. Oh, return letters. This should be return ret. Go. Okay, so L is in the word. And this one didn't get colored. Okay, I think it works. The O is at the right position. O is in the word, L is at the word. Okay, let's try a few more just to make sure. I would, of course, write tests for this. Ooh, we got 2 green matches there. Whoa. Fancy. Yeah, I think this is working. Maybe it's not working. Why would that happen? Let's run it a few times, and if we hit that case, we'll raise an exception and debug it. And see what we get. And of course, I would probably write tests for that particular function. Except exception. This will at least give us an example of what those words are. So those ones, that one worked. Alls and hello. So let's write ourselves a little test here. From T import color word. Color words or color words? Color word. Test color word. Word guess expected. Word guess expected. It kind of worked for some of the cases, but apparently not for all of them. Insert color word is equal to expected. We also need the green pair and yellow pair from there. And we know our failing test, Hall's hello. And what should we expect from that? We should expect our first character to match, so we should get a green pair at 0. This should not match anything. I see. So this matches something further on in the string. Yes, so it is trying to double count this. So we should get a yellow pair at 0, 1, 2, and that's all we should get. But right now it's crashing. Let's see what's wrong with our code here. My guess is that we're looking at the wrong containments here. What is it trying to remove? Where's the crash? C1. So we probably need to do a first pass where they do match and then a second pass where they don't match, is my guess here. So let's do this, and then for I C2 in enumerate guess. And then we have to do if word I does not equal C2. Actually, we can probably just do the same loop again. If C1 does not equal C2 and C2 in letters. So the problem was we were removing things too early, but we want to only remove the equal things first. So we want to count it as green with a higher priority. I think that will fix this. Let's run our tests. Hmm. 1, 0, 1, 3. Oh, because this is a green match. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. It's just the test is wrong. Okay, so it should be 2 green pairs and no yellow pairs. Okay, cool. So let's run this again and see if we can find any more weird examples. Edict, that looks right. Hello worlds, yep. I expect it to be actually working now. Yeah, these look good. Okay, so we've implemented the tricky algorithmic part of this problem. Cool. Okay, so let's do the actual input now. Now I would probably write more tests for this just to validate stuff. So like this might be a good example with fields here. Of course, we already have one that has 2 green pairs. Let's get one with a yellow pair. And trade and hello might be a good example here. Trade, hello. We of course have hello again. And this should have a yellow pair at 1. And I would probably also want to get one with a double, something that has an L in it. Like this one, slosh. Slosh and hello. So we should only get our yellow. We shouldn't, basically, we don't have the doubling of this L here is what I wanted to get. Yellow pair at 0. Yellow pair at 3, and yellow pair at 5. So we can tab this out so that it looks nice there. Okay, so now we have like a little bit of a better test suite here. We should probably also test one where it has no overlap. You can get one with no overlap. Hello World are actually 2 pretty good ones. Okay, Nymph. Nymph and World. Gives us an empty string there. Okay. Now we have oh, I'm off by 1 here. This is 0, 2, 4. I know how to count. Okay, cool. So we have a set of tests now. All right, so let's do the actual input stuff now. So we've printed the past guesses, and then we need to do our current input. Actually, we should just, if the game is over, let's do the game is over and print out the result there. Let's say that we did hello times 6. If len, I'm putting off the input stuff because I think it's going to be the hardest part. If len past guesses equals 6, or past guesses -1 is equal to word. We'll try both of those cases interactively. So this is kind of the end situation where we want to print out the little copy-pastable Twitter thing at the end, I guess. Do they have little Unicode characters for us? Yeah, they do. Oh, we can't copy them. Guess we can probably copy them from down here. Yeah, we'll use those. Get those characters in here. Okay. So here we need to start at whatever line we're at, and we need to print the characters that we want. What we could actually do here is, I almost want to reuse this function, but it's not it's not quite what we want. It's not quite what we need here. But maybe it'll work well enough. Yeah, okay, so for past guess in past guesses, we will we need to convert the word into these characters. So let's just say word equals white times 5. Yeah, this is how we can do it. We'll set our word to white times 5, and then we'll use our color word function to then color things as green or yellow. Yeah. For pair pause in color word, word past guess, and we will do word pause equals. We need a mapping from color pair to character. Green pair to G and yellow pair to yellow. Pair. And then we can write that to the screen. Standard screen dot add stir line string dot join word. Word cares. We can do line plus equals 1. And then if past guesses -1 is equal to word, we will print I don't know, congrats. Otherwise we'll print better luck next time. And then we'll we need to put it at the right line. Dot add stir. Press any key to quit. And then okay, so this will do like our winning situation. Let's try that. Better luck next time. This didn't work. All right, we need word cares. We didn't get our little emoji thing there. Okay, there we go. And let's do one where we win. Plus word. Congrats! Hey! That looks pretty good. If we do a fewer number than this. Oops. Nice. Okay. This is working pretty well. Starting to look good. So let's do our input now. If we won. Okay, so what do we need to do here? We need to basically have 5 little underlines there, and we need to fill them in as characters. Yeah, okay. So what is our states? Our state is in this current word, and we need to add or remove characters to it. Okay. We are at this line in rendering. So if the length of our current guess is 5, current word. So this is the case where we would either prompt them to press enter to accept the word, or we would tell them that the word is not valid. And let's actually initialize 2 other color pairs here so that we can get red for an error message and maybe blue for something else. 3 curses, and we can call this red pair. Curses.color black, curses.color red, and maybe we can get cyan or something else. What else we got in here? Cyan, sure. Cyan. Okay, if the length of the word is 5, if current word is in word list, then we can add our string there. We actually need to render the word first though. Yeah, so we'll do standard screen dot add stir line, and it will be empty string line and 1 empty string dot join current word, and then we need to underline those characters. A underline, yeah. For I in range this, change attribute at line 1 plus I times 2 curses dot a underline. So that should render our word. Let's put a guess in there just so that we can see what it looks like. Let's see what that does. Red pair is not defined. Oh yeah, we need to and pair equals 4. I don't know how this video is going to turn out. We're like 30 minutes in. We'll see what happens. Oh, it's still in the winning condition. Not do that. Oh, that's not what we want. Oh, probably because I did change attribute without an ending. Yeah. Change attribute. This should be length 1. That way we don't underline the whole line. There we go. Nice. So we have like our insertion point as well right here. We can't make Q to quit. We'll have to change that. That looks all right. It's pretty good so far. So we need to handle backspace, and we need to handle typing characters. Yes, and we need to handle our end case. Let's see what we get here. So this is actually our case where we have a length of 5. If it's in the word list, we will do standard screen dot add stir line 1 plus, I think we can just do it at position 12. Press enter to accept, and then versus dot color pair cyan pair. That's our position. That's our text. This is our color. Otherwise, Otherwise, we will use the red pair here. We should expect to see red now. Yeah. Okay, and now we just need to do the input, I think. Oh, we need to do if they press enter here. And I don't remember what I don't remember what enter is supposed to be. So let's see what that is. Let's make it a real word. So press enter. It is \n. Okay, cool. If ch is equal to \n, then we know that they have completed, they have accepted their guess, and it will get added into our guesses, and then we'll reset the word. So past guesses. Past guesses dot append a current word, and current word is equal to the empty string. And we're going to do a continue here. That way it goes to the next thing. Oh, we also have to do something else in the situation where, because we need this thing to be reusable. Is there an unget character? Let's see. No, not the tutorial. The tutorial is not what I want. Is there unget WCH? There is. Push it back. A little bit cheaty, but is that on the screen or is it on curses? It's curses itself. Curses.unget WCH. That way when we ask for the input back down here, we'll be able to handle it. Okay, so now if we press some other character, something that's not Q, it doesn't do anything here, but enter. Ooh, oh, we need to clear some lines. But that's cool. It did accept it there, so that's kind of neat. We'll also need to manage our cursor position as well. I didn't really think about that. But pressing enter now works. So that's nice. That's working. So let's do the actual character reading now. Ch equals standard square.get WCH. If ch equals key, is there a backspace? Backspace. Okay. If character equals curses.key backspace, then we will remove a character from our word. Does that work if there's an empty string? Yeah. Then the current word equals current word :(-1, so remove a character from there. Otherwise, if we need to check if it's an actual string too. Stir and ch.isAlpha. So we want to check for alphabetical characters. Current word plus equals ch.lower. We're gonna make sure it's a lowercase character. Otherwise, we're just gonna ignore the characters. Think that will work? Let's try that. Oh, it lets us keep going. So that's not good. There's a little glitch there. But it lets us backspace. Oh god, we've ended up with garbage in here. Okay, so it's a little bit buggy. A little bit buggy. Why didn't backspace work is what I'm confused about. Backspace. If we get backspace. Huh. it ends up as this character here. Oh, I guess that's an alpha character, but it's... Oh. Let's do is ASCII. Okay, we got 263 and we got this character here, so we need to translate the character. I believe Babby does this. Hopefully I don't need that mapping there. Oh, it's curses.keyname if I remember correctly. Curses.keyname. Weird that we get this character though. Curses.keyname this. Oops. An integer is required. Word? Okay. Let's try this. I think it's because we're in this state here and this unget WCH doesn't really work all that well. Maybe we make our own character buffer. Maybe that'll be easier. Yeah. Let's do that instead. We'll just put unget.append ch. If unget, then ch equals unget.pop. Otherwise, ch equals standard square.get wch. That's probably going to fix our problem here. So I think it's just a weird state issue. Okay, so now if we press backspace. I mean, it seems to have accepted it, but I think this string is still there. Oh yeah, it's still there. So it's not clearing the lines properly. So let's actually just clear the screen each time. That'll save us having to do this the right way. I think it's this. Yeah, so now we can backspace and type forward. But it lets us go too far, so we need to fix that bug. Okay, so elif len current word is less than 5. Only in that case do we let this it append to the thing. So that'll fix the word too long issue. Try that again. So now get into our else condition, which we fixed, we no longer need. So now we can't press any additional characters here, but we can backspace and go forward. And if we get this, we can't press enter here. Why isn't Hella in the word list? Okay, I think this is working now. We just need to make the cursor in the right, or put the cursor in the right spot. So let's do that. This I think will be in the right spot there, but we need to put it here. How do I do that? Curses dot standard screen dot move line, and then 1 plus len current word times 2. Is that the right math? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so cool. I think it works now. Cool. We've got a working, I mean, only 140 lines. Okay, let's remove all of this back to the initial state, and then we'll actually play the game. Oh, and let's move the clear here so that we can actually cheat at the game, because that'll make it easier. Index out of range is, oh. Need to make sure that past guesses exist before we check it. Okay, so let's say we did allow as our first guess. Pretty cool. And then, you know, say we somehow magically got the right word. Nice. Okay, there's kind of a crappy little Wordle clone. Yeah, and the code for this will eventually be up on GitHub if you want to follow along, but I'd encourage you to pause at whatever step and figure out what I did, or, you know, implement it your own way. Maybe this isn't the best way to do this function. Maybe there's some other way to handle this logic a little bit better. But you can see that it's pretty easy to add, create your own little terminal UI. Anyway, hopefully you found this interesting. This was going to be the longest video ever on the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.